So we're actually going to start in a seated position. So come on down, find that cross-legged position. Set on a block or anything if you need to. Resting the hands onto those knees. It's going to be quite a gooey, slow, stretchy class today. So just enjoy it. We're going to go for a few longer holds in each position, or asana as they're called. So hands on the knees, just find length through the spine, sitting up nice and tall. And just take a few breaths in and out in your nose at your own time and your own pace. So starting to make those breaths a little bit deeper. So breathing in for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. And just breathe it in and exhale. So keep going with that breath in and out of the nose, and then we'll just start to, next inhale, roll the shoulders up to the ears. And as you exhale, roll them down again. Inhale, peel them up. And exhale, draw them down. Once more, inhale, roll them up. And exhale, roll them down. Then just send it the opposite direction, so roll them up. Exhale, roll them down. Just take 2 more, moving with your breath. Final one. And then exhale, great. Now keep your hands resting on your knees, keep your eyes closed. You're going to move your chest round in a circle. So start to move your chest forward, kind of pushing into your knees, and then rounding through the spine as you come back. A little bit of a wake up for the hips. And then you can take it in the opposite direction as well, just moving through that upper body. And then we'll come back to a neutral spine. Keep your hands on your knees as you inhale. Pull your chest forward and lift your head up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, chin in towards the chest, round and squeeze. Inhale, pull the chest forward, lift the head up. And then exhale, round, chin in towards the chest. Once again, inhale, pull the chest forward, lift the head up. This time just bring your fingertips on the floor behind you and kind of push into your fingertips, squeeze the shoulder blades together so you get a little bit more of an arch. You can completely let your head drop back, that feels good. And then spine to neutral, bring opposite hand to elbow, bring those arms up above the head. Try and pull the elbows back. That's it. So you get a nice stretch there. You can let the chin drop in towards the chest. And then just take a little tiny lean over to the left hand side. It's just a really small movement there to get a side body stretch. And then through center and second side, little lean over, feel into that side body. And then as you inhale, come through center. As you exhale, twist to your left, right hand to your left thigh, left hand out behind you. Take that just nice seated twist there, gazing out over your right shoulder, your left shoulder. Nice, then come through center. You can reach the hands up above your head. And exhale, just switch out the sides, and we'll just take those 3 breaths. Twisting to your right. Feel that nice rinse out through the spine. And then come back through center, the palms lift. Exhale, release the hands. Now we're going to stay on the floor, but we'll just flip the right leg out in front and cross that left ankle on top of the right thigh. Bend the right foot in as close as you can, and then walk the hands in just until you feel the stretch. Start to really push that left knee away from you, and then lift up and out of your shoulders. So push into your palms, try and feel that nice long spine there. You can close your eyes, we're just going to take 5 breaths here. I think it's just going to be quite slow and stretchy today. Perfect. Now keep your feet as exactly as they are. Just let both knees drop to the right so that your left foot will plant. And then wrap your right hand around your left shin and twist to your left. So come into another twist there. Just keeping the shoulders soft, the spine nice and long. Great, and then hands come back behind you. Keep the legs as they are. Bring them back through center. This time drop them over to the left, but let your left foot kind of slide off the thigh. So you've got almost like a deer position. And then walk your hands over that left leg and come into a little fold, just as far as you can. Maybe the forehead comes down, maybe it's just the forearms. Try and push your hips into the mat and push your thigh down. You might feel a little bit of an opening in that hip. Lovely, then come all the way back up. We'll twist through center and then we'll just take down the second side. So right ankle on top of that left thigh. Walk the feet in, walk the hands in just as far as you want to. And then start to encourage the right knee away. Push into your palms, lift out your shoulders. Great, and then those feet stay as they are. We drop the legs to the left, so the right foot plants. Left hand, wrap it around that right shin, and then gaze on out over that back shoulder. Lovely, then come back through center, keeping the legs as they are, but this time drop them all the way over to the right, let the right foot slide off, and then start to walk those hands forward so you lean over that right leg. And you might feel that into your hip somewhere. Lovely, and start to come all the way back up, come through center, reach those legs out straight in front of you now. And as you inhale, lift the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, fold your body over your legs. And then just inhale, find a little halfway lift. Exhale, fold the chest. Again, inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, fold the chest. Then inhale, reach the arms up. As you exhale, bring your hands behind you, fingertips face the bum. Push into your hands, point your toes. Inhale, lift the hips up. Let the head fall back. And then exhale, drop the hips back down. We'll just do that once more. So inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, find your forward fold. Find a halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Again, inhale, lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, the arms reach, lift tall. Exhale, place the hands behind you, fingertips face the bum. Push into the palms, push into the heels. Inhale, lift those hips up, head drops back. And then exhale, release. start to cross the feet, roll forward. We're going to take it into a puppy pose straight away. So hips above the knees, walk those palms forward as you melt your forehead or maybe your chest and your chin down towards the mat there. Every exhale, there's a little bit more of a sinking of that chest, if there's space. Great, and then we push into the forearms, gaze forward if you're not already. Start to snake those hips, coming all the way forward, unwind. Find your sphinx pose, so you drop your hips. Pull your chest through your armpits, push your forearms down, engage your glutes here. And then release. Chest comes towards the mat. Now your left hand comes out to the side with your palm down. Your right hand's underneath your shoulder. Bend up your right foot and then just roll over onto that left hand side. So you come into a little bit of a stretch for the front of that left shoulder. Your right hand can stay where it is, or place your right hand on your lower back. So your palm goes flat and you pull your right elbow in towards your left elbow. Just open up a little bit deeper. Keep going with that breath. This is quite a challenging class to keep your mind present in when you're moving at a slower pace. And then we'll release onto our front and we'll switch out the side. So the right hand comes out to the side, palm down. Bend up the left foot, roll over onto that right arm. Plant the left toes down and then maybe the left hand places onto the lower back. And maybe pull that left elbow in towards the right elbow. And just really allow your right ear to just drop towards the ground. Maybe the head rests if it reaches. Great, and then come back in towards center. Right hand draws in, a little child's pose. Push it back, hips towards the heels, let the lower back release, little wiggle of the hip side to side. Then come on forward, tuck the toes, lift the hips and move into your downward dog. Now push into the hands, push the heels down and towards the mat. Take a couple of breaths there. And then we'll start to walk the feet all the way forward to the front, no rush. You know you've got your ragdoll when you get there. We'll meet in that little dangling position. Allow the weight of the hands and the head to take you deeper. And then release the palms down, keeping your knees soft, taking your time. You start to roll on up. Head, arms are really heavy here, so that let the vertebrae slowly unwind. And when you reach the top, head lifts, shoulders down and away from the ears. Great, inhale, arms reach up. As you exhale, start to fold it forward over the legs. Inhale, lengthen your spine halfway. And as you exhale, refold, step your right foot back. Drop your knee. Then as you inhale, reach your arms up now. Clasp your hands together, but rest them on the back of the head. Melt your hips forward, but kind of lean your head back into your hands here. Just really push that left foot into the mat. Take 5 breaths here. Just really feeling into that nice stretch. Let's take one more breath in. And then exhale, release the hands down to frame the left foot, half splits. Send it back, hips back over that right knee as you flex the left toes back towards you. Maybe lift your chest a little, halfway lift. And then exhale, there might be a deeper fold. You might stay lifted today. Breathing into that hamstring there. And next exhale, we'll just release, walk the hands forward again, frame the left foot. Now you have your right hand down, your left hand starts to reach up towards the ceiling. You've got your twist position. You can stay, for some of you there might be a bend up of your right foot and the left hand might be able to reach back for the foot. Otherwise, just stay in that nice twisted position there. Lift arm up. Two more breaths. One last inhale. And then exhale, release the left hand inside of the left foot. Now tuck your right toe, lift your right knee off the ground so you're in your deep lizard lunge and just rock it back and forward there. Melting the hips forward, lifting through the chest. Then from here, we're literally just turning our body to the side, so we're in a side lunge, but the same at the front of the mat. So we twist to the right so that you rotate. You're in this side lunge. You might be quite high in the hips. You might be quite down low. You choose where you want your hands to go here. Take a few breaths. Feel into that groin. Take one more inhale. And then place your hands down if they're not already. Start to push up so you're in a side, you're a wide leg fold facing the side. So just come to the side. Turn both feet to the parallel. Fold your body over your legs. Drop your head. Engage the thighs. Breathe into those legs there. And then just gaze forward on your fingertips, halfway lift. As you exhale, walk the palms forward to frame your left foot again. We'll step it into a high plank as we inhale. And then as we exhale, we'll lower our knees, chest and chin down towards the mat. Inhale, we'll pull the chest forward and up. And as we exhale, send it to your child's pose. Hips towards the heels. So let the forehead drop. Right now, we're going to just come to kneeling. So just walk your hands back towards your knees. So you literally just lift your chest up. Bring your left hand across in front so it takes the outside of your right thigh. And then your right hand goes over the top so it takes the outside of your left thigh. And then think about almost trying to pull your thighs up, draw your chin towards the chest and start to round through the upper body. So you should feel a lovely stretch through the shoulders here. Right, now lift your head up. Keep your hands crossed, but just reach them in front so the backs of the hands clasp it in front. And then lift those arms up so you can get the arms past the ears and start to arch your spine a little bit if that feels good. Pull those elbows back, stretch into the upper body. Take one more breath. And then exhale, release the hands down, come forward, find that downward dog, tuck the toes. Lift the hips and just reset. Downward dog. Lovely. Breathe it in. And then breathe it out. Gaze forward. Start to walk your feet forward once again to the front of your mat. One time when we get there, peace fingers wrap around the big toes. Little halfway lift. And then exhale, fold forward, pulling the elbows out to the side as you lean the crown of the head towards the mat. Pull in the lower belly. Try not to let the tension creep into the shoulders here. Tends to be what happens when we're upside down. Try and relax. Breathe into those legs. Then release your hands, bring them onto your hips. With a straight spine, come all the way up to standing. Palms face forward by your sides. Shoulders down, away from the ears. Just close your eyes for a second. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Another inhale. And then exhale. We'll just take that the left side. So as we inhale, the palms lift, we gaze up. As we exhale, we fold it forward over those legs. Halfway lift, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, refold. Your left foot steps back and we drop the left knee down towards the mat. Now as you inhale, the palms lift up overhead. Clasp the hands together, place them on the back of your head. Now draw your tailbone under as you melt your hips forwards and lean your head back into your hands. Take your breaths. Nice. And then bring those hands forward. We'll frame the right foot. Half splits. Work into that hamstring, send it back. Maybe a little halfway lift. Maybe a fold forward of that chest. And then we'll start to come on forward, re-bend into the right knee. The left hand comes down, the right hand goes up towards the ceiling. Find a nice open, easy twist. Stay there or go for the bind of the left foot if that is available to you, and work into your quads at the same time. Keep melting the hips forward as you take this position. One more breath in. And then as you exhale, release the right hand that's coming on the inside of that right foot. Tuck your left toe, lift your left knee, and start to just wriggle it back and forward. Find that nice deep lizard lunge. Right, now we're staying at the front of the mat, but we're just simply twisting the body to the left hand side. Spin on those feet so you find your side lunge into that right leg. Any hand position. Nice. And then the hands come down. We start to lift those hips up so we find ourselves in a wide leg fold facing the left side of the room. Pull up on the thighs. Option here to clasp the hands behind the back and send the palms overhead. That might feel pretty good. Work the chest and shoulders at the same time. Great, then release your hand down to the ground. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, walk your hands forward to frame your right foot. So we step it back into a high plank. And then exhale, vinyasa of your choice. And with this child's pose, Once again, back of your mat, push your hips towards your heels. It's quite a narrow child's pose though, instead of your wide leg one. So if you're quite tight in your quads here, you might feel this a little bit. Then we walk our hands back towards our knees, so we come up to kneeling. Right hand outside of that left thigh, your left hand goes over the top, your hands kind of nudge underneath the thighs, and then draw in towards the chest, and imagine you're trying to round through that upper body there, really kind of push between your shoulder blades up, so you feel this lovely stretch. Nice, now just start to lift your head up, keep your hands crossed but bring them out in front, clasp the palms together, send those arms past the ears, pull the arms back as far as you can, doesn't matter what you do with that spine there, just for that nice opening. And then release, come forward, work your way into your downward dog. Take 3 breaths here. And then soften those knees, start to walk the feet forward, come all the way to the front of the mat once again. Dangling over those legs, take a little halfway lift this time. Exhale, forward fold. And then inhale, rise to standing, the palms reach. Exhale, hands to the heart center. So inhale, the palms lift. Exhale, fold it forward. Halfway lift is your inhale. Exhale, step it back, high plank position. Inhale in your high plank. Exhale, your vinyasa. And back to downward dog. Okay, we'll just start to lift the right leg up towards the ceiling. We'll bend the knee and open through the hip there. We'll just hold it here for a little bit, really working on pulling that right knee higher than the right foot. Then we'll re-extend through that right leg and step the right foot outside of the right hand. So we're back into that lizard lunge there. But this time we'll drop our left knee, we'll toe our right foot out to the side, toes are at an angle. Right hand onto the thigh and then push the right knee open so you roll to the baby toe side of the foot. Once again, melt the hips down, roll the right shoulder open and gaze back. So similar position to as before when we took the twist, but just going for that outer hip. There is the bind of the foot there if anyone wants it again. Nice, take one more breath in. And then slowly release wherever you are. Right hand down, tiptoe the right foot in, back again a little bit. Now tuck your left toes and lift your left knee, then drop your left heel down. Right hand inside of that right foot as your left hand opens up towards the ceiling. Let's just hold it here, get nice and deep into that right hip. If you feel like you want to open up your left shoulder, you can take it into a half bind. Left hand comes around the back, eventually for the inner right thigh, and you pull your left shoulder open and away from you. If you took the half bind, release your left hand back up. Now push into the feet, rise all the way up to standing warrior two. We'll straight away straighten out through that right leg and then reach the right hand forward. Right palm comes down, work your way into your Trikonasana here. Left hand up towards the ceiling. And just start to reach your left hand up and over by your ear and just hold it here. Again, a little bit of a side body stretch. Really think it's like someone's pulling on your left hand. So really reaching you to the side there. Great, now keep your right arm where it is. As you inhale, reach your left arm up towards the ceiling, but then away from you as if it's coming towards your left hip. Let the hand fall in front of the body and come all the way to the front of the mat. Bend into your right knee. Reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. Find a little twist. And exhale, right hand down. Step it back through your vinyasa. We'll go all the way back into a downward dog this time. Reset in downward dog. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And we'll take it on the left. So we extend the left leg long. We'll bend the left knee open through that hip. Just hold it here for a moment. Really feel into this posture. Then extend your left leg long, gaze forward. Step your left foot outside of that left hand and drop your right knee down to the mat. Tiptoe your left foot out to the side to the toes turn and angle left hand to the thigh, and then as you push the left knee open, you roll to the outer edge of the left foot, roll the left shoulder back and gaze back. My binders is there for you if you want to take hold of the right foot with the left hand. Just keep the breath flowing. Slightly longer holds today. And then wherever you are, just release the right foot. Left hand back down again, tiptoe the left foot back in a little bit. This time tuck your right toes, lift your right knee and then drop that right heel in. Left hand inside of the left foot or your fingertips, and your right arm goes up towards the ceiling. We're going to take that half bind with that top hand, bring the right hand around the back, head for the inner left thigh or just rest it on the back wherever you can take hold of. Pulling that right shoulder open, feel into that stretch, draw the left hip under. Then release your right hand up towards the ceiling. Push into the feet, start to lift your chest up, warrior two. Then straighten through your left leg. Start to reach your left hand all the way forward. Bring the hand down. Either rest or you can hover it up to you. Right arm reaches up. Trikonasana. Then the right arm goes up and over by the ear. Imagine someone is pulling on that hand so you can really feel a little bit of a side stretch. Just pull the right shoulder open, twist the rib cage up. And then your right hand starts to reach away from you all the way back towards the right hip. Allow it to fall all the way in front, come onto the floor in front of the mat. Spin onto your right toes, left arm, open it up. Find your little twist. And then release the left hand down. Step it back. Take your final vinyasa. Knees, chest, chaturanga. And we'll meet in a downward dog. From here, let's drop the knees. Let's take 1 second puppy pose. Walk the palms forward. Let's melt the forehead or chest and chin down towards the ground. Every exhale, we sink that little bit deeper. one more breath here. And then exhale. Start to walk the hands back in towards you. The hands come underneath the shoulders. We'll just push into the palms, round through the spine. Little bit of a counter pose there. Chin in towards the chest. And then neutral spine. Cross the feet behind you. Roll back over your feet and bring those balls of the feet together in front. I would take this into our butterfly pose. Feet together. Heels in as close as you can towards you, and then start to push those knees open down towards the mat. Breathe into those hips. And then lift all the way up, open out your legs nice and long, flex the feet up towards the ceiling, so come up to a nice wide seat, and then bring your left hand kind of down, doesn't matter where it's going, hand, as you inhale your right arm lifts up towards the ceiling, exhale, lean over to that left hand side, your left hand can be on the floor or your forearm can be down, kind of up to you where you take this. And then second side, come all the way up, switch your hands so your left hand lifts, and then exhale, lean over to that right hand side. And find that little stretch, side body opener there. And then come all the way back up, fingertips in front, and we'll take it into our wide leg fold. Walk those hands forward, come on down, our last minute here. Just as low as it feels you can go comfortably without pushing yourself too far. Breathe into those hips, inner thigh area. Slowly release. Come on, back up again. Alright, draw those knees together. Make sure you've got enough room on the mat behind you. We'll roll on down. So all the way down onto our backs here. And we'll just take a little couple of twists. So cross the right thigh on top of the left thigh, and then drop the knees over to the left hand side. Start to drop your head towards the right. You can rest your left hand on top of that right knee. That would just maybe encourage the stretch a little bit more. So a little bit of a spinal rinse out. Maybe you might feel this on the outer hip. And then release, come back into center. Let's switch the cross of the left thigh across on top of the right thigh. We'll start to drop the knees over to the right. Let the head drop to the left. Again, maybe the right hand just rests on top of that left knee. And we'll rinse out here for one more breath in. And then exhale, release, come back onto your spine. We'll hug both knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a nice little squeeze. You want to circle your knees a couple of times, you can. Any last movement, just 2 more breaths. And then release. Release those legs out long. Hands away from the body, palms up. Let the energy settle. Just if you've released any tension from that slow and stretchy class. Just try to bring yourself all the way down into this deep, deep relaxation. Make sure the teeth aren't clenching. Relax your forehead. Just hold it here. When you are ready to come back out, just start to wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Move the head a little bit. And slide those feet together. Send the hands above the head. Take a nice long full body stretch. Wake up again. And just roll it over onto one side. Pause there. When you're ready, come on back up. Find that comfortable seat. Bring the palms together at the heart center. Take a deep breath in. And a big sigh. Like you to bow your head towards your hands. Namaste.